This is a revolutionary product in terms of the Reevu system that you've built into this helmet. What makes the Reevu helmet at the side of other helmets that are on the market so special? What would you say to me that says, right, I've got £200-300 to spend on a new helmet? What would be the selling point of this as a safety product at the side of other helmets?
Right, well, all helmets are lifesavers. They're all life-saving pieces of equipment for the simple reason is if you have a head impact, this thing's going to save your life, because at a small head impact or a small speed, if you haven't got a helmet on, you're really playing with fire. This technology, this helmet, this actually can prevent accident happening in the first place. And the reason why it can help prevent the accident is because a lot of motorcyclists, unfortunately, when they have to make those split-second decisions, make decisions with information that they just haven't got, And if we can give motorcyclists that information that they need to take that better decision, then obviously this helmet, and it's already been proven that this helmet prevents accidents, and if it prevents accidents, it's saving lives.
And you've actually got some helmets that riders wearing the Reevu helmet have come off wearing, that stand as a testament to how strong they are.
Oh, without a doubt.
So what you're telling me here isn't just sales spiel as somebody trying to promote this item. This is actually something that has been tested in the real world. Riders have come off wearing these helmets. They are still alive today because of this product.
No, without a doubt. Yeah. This is the RV FSX1 model. This is the Reevu flip front. This is the helmet that people want when you go into the garage and you don't want to take your helmet off and you want to fill your bike up and pay for your fuel, or go into the bank. You can easily take the front up, and these are for the guys who don't want an open face helmet and they want a full face, but with the option to open the front so that they can see and talk to whoever.
And the flip up front makes no difference to the
optic
system.
No, it's exactly the same optic system in the helmet that the MSX1 has.
And what does that one retail at?
This helmet retails at £299 sterling.
Right, we've got a couple of examples here of helmets that have been returned to you that riders have actually come off wearing. Let's talk a little bit about the first one you've got.
Well, this was a high side at a racetrack in the UK where the guy was doing in excess of 130 miles an hour. A high side, as anybody will tell you, is one of the worst head impacts you can get, because you're basically flying through the air and you come down heavy on your head. And that's the helmet there, and that's the impact, which proves Reevu and the technology stands up to the job.
You've taken the padding out there for...
Yeah, we've taken the padding. Well, what happens, we have a crash replacement scheme, and we take the helmets back and we learn by the impacts and what's actually went on with the helmet by doing some ND testing on them to make sure that, we can see where the impact and if there's any improvements that could be made. But all in all, the helmets stand up to do the job that primary function that they're made for.
And that's your MSX1 helmet. What price does that one retail at?
This one is the MSX1 graphic, and this one retails for £299 sterling. Yeah.
So for less than a lot of the branded helmets out there, that one has more than proved itself.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, this is another one here. This is also an MSX1. This helmet hit a tree at in excess of 100 miles an hour. And you can see where it knocked the top of the visor off. The helmet's been impacted, and inside our helmets we build the optic part under impact acts as a crumple zone, so helping and aiding in the distribution of the impact over speed over time, which is what they're supposed to do, is displace the load. And if they can do that in a quicker space of time, the less impact a certain part of your head will receive.
Just pays to have a decent lid on your head
Always,
in that unfortunate
always.
event.
We always say spend as much money as you can on a helmet.
Right, Graham, the optic system inside the Reevu helmet, let's just talk a little bit about how that works, because obviously there's not a lot that you can see once the helmet's been produced, but what you've got there is the optic system from the inside of the helmet. Just tell us a little bit about that.
This is the optic part. It's made out of a bulletproof reflective material, and it acts, as you can see, it acts as a crumple zone under impact. And this is a world first, because there's nobody, unless they've pulled the helmet to bits, actually seen this before. As you can see, there are the reflective surfaces that you can see back and through the middle of the helmet, and that sits inside, under the shell, inside the helmet. So in effect what it is, it's an EPS liner, bulletproof reflective part, and then another EPS liner. So it's basically a double skinned protective part built within the helmet, and it also has these crumple zones here.
So the whole system works in a very similar way to a periscope.
Yes, yes, very much like an SLR camera.
Smoke and mirrors.